Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back to Math is Easy, step by step in this part 68 video. I want to continue working on dividing fractions. However, I do want to emphasize this is method number 2. I'm going to show you the exact same problem that I answered in part 66A and part 67B. It took 2 videos to answer that particular question. I'm going to use a different method. And this method might be easier for you. I don't know. But I'm going to show you the 2 different ways, method 1, and this now is method 2, in order to solve the exact same problem. Let's just get right on in here to it. So remember, with dividing rules, you keep, you change, you flip. Keep, change, flip. All right, so you keep that first fraction, 3/5 stays 3/5, right? You change division to multiplication. You flip the next fraction. So 8 over 3 will now become 3 over 8. So again, you're flipping the fraction. Numerator is now the denominator. The denominator is now the numerator. Now when you multiply, you can multiply top to top and bottom to bottom, which is what I'm going to do. What's 3 times 3? What's 5 times 8? That gives me my new fraction. So 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 3 is 9. 5 times 8 is 40. Right? And if you can't see the 3 and the top of my fractions, make sure you're watching in full screen mode, because if you're not, it may cut off some of the paper I have here. So 9/40 is also a division problem. Every fraction is a division problem. 9 divided by 40. So you see here 9 divisor bar 40. To the right of the 9, or the ones place, is an invisible decimal. Show that decimal. Raise it right above that divisor bar, and to the right of the decimal, write as many zeros as you have to complete this problem. Okay, so you can see here, 9 divided by 40, there's our decimal and a bunch of zeros. Now, 40 times what number gets me 9? There's no whole number that will get me 9, right? So that's going to be a 0. Now, my new target, not 9, I'm going to add the next digit, will be 9 and 0, which is 90. I know the decimal makes it look, don't worry about it, right? 9 and 0 is 90. So 4 times what number gets me closest to 90 without going over? And here I'm going to perform some more guess and check. So let's check out some of these guess and checks so we can work on this division problem. All right, so we have 40 times 2, right? 2 times 0 is 0, 2 times 4 is 8, 80. 40 times 3, 3 times 0 is 0, 3 times 4 is 12, 120. 40 times 4, 4 times 0 is 4, 4 times 4 is 16, so 160, right? 40 times 5, 5 times 0 is 0, 5 times 4 is 20, so 200. 40 times 6, 6 times 0 is 0, 6 times 4 is 24, so 240. And then 40 times 7, 7 times 0 is 0, 7 times 4 is 28, so 280. So here's a bunch of guess and checks I made in advance to make this division problem a little bit easier. Okay, so I want to reiterate again, once again, that the same fractional values, right, 3/5 divided by 8/3, is the same problem that I had done and showed you how to answer in part 66 and 67. So since this is just a different way to answer this particular question and get the same answer, it may be easier for some, maybe difficult for others, I should come up with the exact same solution, which was 0.224. Just kind of keep that in mind. Again, this is just a second method to answering that exact same question. And some people might find this method easier. So again, 40 times 0, there's no whole number that gives me 9. 40 times what number gets me closest to 90? 40 times what number? All right, so if you said 2, you were right on, spot on. 2 times 40 is 80. So 90 minus 80 leaves me 10. Now, before I can put a new digit above the divisor bar, I have to bring the digit right next to 90 down, which just happens to be 0, a bunch of zeros, right? So I bring down that 0, it turns that 10 into 100. I have my new target of 100. So which guess and check? Times 3 gives me 120, times 4 is 160. Those are just too much. They're larger than 100, so I can't use those. What about 40 times 2? Can I use that? Yes, indeed, I absolutely can. 40 times 2 is 80. I'm going to subtract 80 from my target of 100. And if I have $100, I bought something for $80. How much should I have left in my pocket? That should be $20, right? Don't forget, before you can put a number above the divisor bar, you got to bring down this next digit. Just happens to be a 0. Turns that 20 into 200, right? Into 200. So, what gets me closest to 200 without going over? 40 times blank gets me closest to 200 without going over. All right, so I just want to say right off the bat, I used a 4. 40 times 4 is 160. Now, I do know I could have made this 4 a 5, right? Because 5 times 40 is 200, and I would have stopped. It would have been over. But I want to show you what would happen if we keep going, and how if we both of these values are the same for the part 66 and 67 answer to the problem, you'd end up with the same answer. But if we keep going, this new digit will cause me to round up. So I chose to use a 4 instead. It's a good instructional, what's called a teachable moment, right? So I use this 4, and I wanted to show you. 4 times 40 is 160. So when I subtract 160 from 200, what do I get? You are absolutely right. You get 40. 200 minus 160 is 40. But then we're going to bring down that 0 so you can write another digit above the divisor bar, and that turns that 40 into 400, right? 400. So 40 times what number will give me 400? Okay, so looking at another guess and check, you got 40 times 8. 8 times 0 is 0. 8 times 4 is 32, so 320. 40 times 9. 9 times 0 is 0. 9 times 4 is 36. So 40 times 9 is 360. So that's the value I have chosen to use and put above the divisor bar. Okay, so I'm showing you that here. 9. 9 times 40 is 360. But I also want to show you that 0.224, 224 thousandths, is the same answer we had in method 1. But that was some very large numbers we were working with division, so I stopped there, 4 being the last digit shown. So now I'm moving forward, and I'm showing you 9 times 40 is 360. So if you have $400, you bought some pair of shoes for $360. What's the change you get is 40. I bring down the 0. Now I have 400. And I'll multiply 9 times 40 again to get 360. What's your remainder is 40. Bring down another 0. And on and on and on it goes. Let me show you what you want to do with that value. All right, so here's that teachable moment I was talking about a little bit earlier. 0.224, and if we would have kept going in problems 66 and 67, we would have found that there was a 9 to the right of the 4. And anytime you have a number that's 5 or larger, in this case 9 is larger than 5, you can round up that target number I underlined 4. So 0.2249 is equal to 0.225. All right, conduct an internet search for worksheets with answers on converting fractions into decimals. Multiplying with decimals up to 8 digits. Long division with decimals up to 5 digits. Multiplying and dividing fractions. Math is easy. Take it step by step. Thank you for joining me. If I've helped you, please help me to help others. Like, follow, share, subscribe.